Hello everyone and welcome to the WLR Tier 3 Round 4. We are here in Saudi Arabia, about a minute into qualifying. Apologies for the delay, we had some technical issues. As we see Epic OJ heading out right now, let's turn on the map so we can see where everybody is, get an idea of what everybody is currently doing. Now, apologies if I am a bit rusty, this is my first time on this league, but it looks that we have slightly less attendance than we usually have here. 13 drivers. This is, of course, round 4 of 12. So only 3 laps now, and season 1 of the WLR so far. Now, currently in the standings, Yeet below Blue is first in the standings. I do not think he is here today, but Snoz56, who is second in the championship, is here today. Let's ride on board for a lap of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Oh, red flags are out, it seems, as one of the Mercedes, Mick TW, the map went to red for a second, so I thought it was a red flag, maybe false, but Mick TW is going very, very slowly around the last corner, so that was an area of interest, as we see, who's that? Are you faking blind? Going a little bit slowly around the very long banked corner. Of course, this is, in real life, this circuit has been raced on 3 times. This is the new iteration of the circuit with the moved back barriers. We first saw it in real life in 2021, which saw an epic race setting up for a very controversial season finale in which Max Verstappen took the win and ultimately the championship. As second in the championship here, Snoz56 will not set a lap as he will pit. So far no one has set a lap. Track goes red again, so I'm not too sure what is up with that. Looking around the grid, let's try find someone who is on a lap. Let's get the lap data up. So L9V175 is going to come across the line, and Michael Jin is going to take P1 in the AlphaTauri. His teammate was on his out lap, it seems, or maybe just a warm-up lap. But Michael Jin, so far, Michael Jin is now fastest of 3 people to set a lap time. As, who is this? Are You Faking Blind? Going very slow around the last corner, presumably setting up for a lap. And let's see who else is coming to cross the line. Cooldown Phase. He's going to come up out of the last corner. Will he pit? Yes. Oh no, he will not. He will just go over the pit line, up to the line. It's a 1:28.9, and that's going to put him 3rd overall behind his teammate, Epic OJ. Now, in the Mercedes, I believe that is Jackie Gabbana goes 5th with a 1:29.8. I think for the end of qualifying we're going to be seeing mid to low 28. I do not think the track will be able to improve too much from what it is at now. But so far we have 6 people to not set a lap, with 2 of those still being in the pits, being Gloria Striker, who is leaving the pits now, and Jimmy Slitch, who's entering back into the pits. Gloria Striker must have heard me talking about him in the pits somehow and come out right as I said he was in the pits. That is a little creepy, but we'll take it. L9 V1 is going to pit after not setting any laps and seemingly just doing warm-up laps, as who is that coming across the line now? That is one of the Aston Martins. Tommy is my name. Okay. Who is this coming up to the line? Mick TW. He's taking a very wide line. I'm not too sure whether he's on a lap. No, 17 seconds slower than his best lap, so definitely not on a lap. Just charging his battery up. Looking down at the MFD on his steering wheel. It is, in fact, almost fully charged up, so that would have been a quick lap. Cooldown phase is going to go fastest overall in the McLaren with a 1:28.5. Cut the chicane a little bit, nothing too bad about that. So, are you faking blind? He has set a lap, but it's a 2:09, 9, so that is definitely not what we want to be seeing here. As Snoz56 finally coming across the line to start a lap. Around the first two corners, looked a little bit smooth, but got on the curb a little bit out of turn 2, coming up to, I believe, turn 3, very nice. Could have taken a little higher apex speed, but overall not too bad. Oh, around that corner, it's very dangerous because they have raised the curbs for this year's game, meaning if you go over at any time in the race, you are pretty much guaranteed go straight over it and into the wall. Very dangerous corner, which usually you could go, or well, I say usually before you could go right up to the court, right up to the edge of the track limits. Not anymore, as most of these curbs have had their profile raised because of how much corner cutting there was in real life, or sorry, in the game. Anyway, Snoz56 coming around the very, very long second last corner here. Up to the final corner. Braking at about, I believe, the 150 meter board. Maybe I'm wrong. But it is one of the fastest points of the circuit. Snoz56 coming up to the line now. Second in the championship. He goes 5th in the standings. Or, yeah, 5th in the standings. With a 1:29.0. As the yellow flag's out in the last sector, just one of the Red Bulls, Jimmy Speed. Going slow, I presumably just start a lap. Going down. Is that car number 88? No, 69. Very nice, Jimmy Speed. Oh, not Speed, slipped. My bad. Coming around turn 3. Ooh, very nice. A little wide, but still very, very nice. Or, oh, no, that is turn 4 according to the map I've just pulled up. Coming around turn 8 and 9. Turn 10, 11, and 12. And they're all pretty much flat out except for when Mick Schumacher crashed in 2022. That was not good. Coming around the very long banked left-hander of 13. Through 14 and up into the very tricky braking zone of 16 because it's a left then a quick right then a long left again. Oh, he's made contact with the wall. Will that be the end to his lap? No, it will not. He will still push by right up to the walls around turn 20 and 21 up to turn 22. Oh, goes very wide at 23. That might be a lap invalidation. I'm not too sure what the track limit rules are. Up around the very long turn 26, down towards the final corner, braking past the DRS detection point, which is in the braking zone, so will be very crucial for this race. Up to the line, what is it going to be? It's going to be a 29.8, which will, or pretty much a 29.9, which will put him 7th overall. Not too bad from Jimmy Slipped. Now, Tom Johnson, Ginger Coke, Glorious Striker, and L9 V1 have all not set a lap, although L9 V1 is coming down the main straight now, across the line. He goes 3rd fastest overall. Very nice lap from L9 V1. As now, who is that? That is one of the McLarens coming across the line. And are you faking blind? in the Ferrari goes fastest with a 1:20.0. So we're going even faster than the low 28s I thought we would be doing. He is almost 4/10 ahead of anyone else so far. That is very, very quick, considering how evenly matched this field looks to be. Coming around the very difficult S section, or getting up on the curb that could ruin your race later today. Down through here, oh, yellow flags out on the banking. That is just Are You Faking Blind's teammate going slow, or oh no, it is not. It's one of the Aston Martins coming through. What is it? Oh my god, these corner names are. These corner numbers are very weird. Turn 16, as we see, Are You Faking Blind coming out of turn 17. So, in the pits currently is Tom Johnson, and Gloria Striker is currently on his out lap. They are both yet to set a lap, which could put them higher up, and I think Gloria Striker could go top 2 if he puts in a similar lap to his teammate, Are You Faking Blind. Oh, that is, yeah, giving way to one of the Aston Martins. That's Tom Is My Name. Coming around the last corner. What's his lap going to be? Up and across the line. That is going to be a 29.5, which is going to be 5/10 quicker than his previous best lap, being 8th overall. Very nice lap. Gloria Striker starting his lap now. As we see a McLaren and a Haas coming into... Oh! Oh, and they've crashed! Tom Is My Name and Gloria Striker are both out of Gloria Striker is out of qualifying, definitely. And Tom Is My Name has crashed out into Gloria Striker. I would very much like to see a replay of what happened there. What on earth happened there? So now Tom Johnson in the pits is the only person to have not set a lap so far. That is... wow. That is not what I was expecting to be seeing tonight. Wow. Right. Snoz56, 2/10 up on his personal best, coming to the end of Sector 1. Around the snaky corners, up to turn 13, 14, or no, 15, 6, and 16, 7 out of turn 17, through turn 18, which I don't think should be turn 18. But now, around turn 20, 21, can you get it hooked up through 22? Oh, a little bit wide, but very nice overall. Now around turn 25 and 26, some of these corners, I think there is no point putting numbers on them, because I think if you actually do count it up properly with common sense, there's only about 20 corners on this track. It is very windy, but no way there's 27 actual real proper corners. I think you could get rid of turn 3, maybe turn 11 and 12, and then turn 18 you can definitely get rid of, turn 26, and then most of them are just like slight kinks that you don't really have to do much steering input for. Now, next up to the line will be Michael Jin 10, who has just finished, who is just coming around to finish his out lap. Snoz56, I don't think he will be able to do another lap, but that won't be necessary because he's just on purple sector 1 by 1.5 tenths over his original personal best. He wasn't able to put it down in the last lap, but will he be able to do it this lap? Oh no, he's cut the corner. That is going to be his lap over. I don't think he's going to get time. He's either going to have to charge his battery up, which is absolutely empty, or he is going to have to somehow get into the pits, get a new set of tyres on, and get out of the pits in like 20 seconds, which is absolutely impossible. So Snoz56 will not be going any higher than 8th in this session. And who is that passing him? That is Jackie Gabbana, whose teammate is in the pit. So clearly he doesn't think he needs to improve. I think that's a pretty good position. P4, maybe he will go down. Oh, Jackie Gabbana is gonna pit, so he will not be setting another lap. And who is left on the track? Michael Jin, a second up on his personal best lap, which is a 28.6. If he can take that second up through to the end of the lap, that will be fastest by 4 and a bit tenths of a second. Coming up to the line, what is he going to do? He's going to go fastest by 8 and a bit tenths of a second. What a lap! Low 28, it's more like low 27. Sheesh. Now, what is everyone else going to be able to do? No one else has set a lap. Cooldown phase is going to start his lap. Oh, that is going to be some blocking. L9V1 has crashed it out at the last corner. We've got 3 people out of the session, and Ginger Coke is going to go to start his final flying lap. This is getting very, very interesting. Who is coming up to the line next? We have Epic OJ, who I believe is just starting a lap as well. And we will have not Tom Johnson, Jimmy Slipped, his teammate, coming up. And I think Tom Johnson may have technical difficulties as he hasn't left the garage at all for this session. Coming up to the line, is he on a flying lap? It looks like it. It's going to be a very slow flying lap, 7 tenths quicker than his personal best though. That's going to push him up to 9th. 29. Oh! And he's going to go straight on. Clearly doesn't think he's going to be able to improve from there. He just ends it all. He could have gotten another lap. No, because his battery would have been empty. Who is this coming up to the line now? That is Michael Jin, who's just done 14 seconds slower than his personal best. Yeah, so he wasn't going to improve there. Cooldown phase. Oh, he's broken his front ping. I think that was up at turn 13, I believe. The very long banked left-hander, where he's done that because if there was a yellow flag there. Ginger Coke is going to pit, so he doesn't think he can improve on his lap. Rufang Blind, are you faking blind? Coming up the line. He's not going to improve. That's going to be a tenth slower. Epic OJ up to the line. He's going to improve by a little under a tenth, but it's not going to be enough to push him up into second. So that is your qualifying order, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Jin is going to be, I believe it is short qualifying, so Michael Jin will be starting on pole position. Are You Faking Blind in P2 alongside him on the second row. Epic OJ is going to be in P3. Jackie Gabbana is going to be in P4. Mike TW is going to be in P5. And let's look further down the order. Cooldown Phase is going to be down in P6. L9V1 in P7. Snorts 56 P8. Jimmy Slipped P9. Tom Is My Name P10. Ginger Coke P11, Wee Chazza P12, Tom Johnson P13, and Glorious Striker in P14. Now, join us back again for the race in a few minutes. But yeah, Mike TW is going on to hard, so he's going to be hoping to take them all the way to the end of the race. It's going to be quite difficult. Yeah, Tom Johnson leaving the session. He disqualified at the start, so there's no point in him staying in unless possibly watching. So Mike TW on the hards, he's going to be taking those possibly to the end, maybe pitching for a set of softs nearer to the end. But those tyres are going to take him to at least lap 20, I think. Maybe even further. Looking at Michael Jin, he was on pole before he still is fastest. Yeah, so the safety car, it is lap 2, so we might be having it come in now. We haven't seen the confirmation message from race control, so I don't think we will. Yeah, lights are still on, so we will have another lap under safety car. Alright, so another lap under the safety car. Everyone is going to be trying to get their tyres up to temperature this lap, as they may have been doing last lap. But even I am still split on the decision of whether to keep them warm relatively warm for the whole safety car period, or just warm them up at the end, because you can get different amounts of tyre wear depending on how hot your tyres are, which is very important when you're under a safety car, especially this early in the race, because yeah, it is there's going to be a lot of people with different amounts of tire wear off the start of the race. Well, the restart of the race. Anyway, coming round the very long banked corner, people are dropping back a little bit, but so far the top 4 have stayed in position, which is mostly thanks to the safety car. But most positions gained currently goes to Glorious Striker in P9. He started P14. And most positions lost goes to Mike TW, who is currently in P12. He would have started, I believe, P5 with that? Yeah, because he was right behind his teammate and possibly fighting into the first corner if Jackie Gabbana wasn't fighting Epic OJ into the dinner. But, yeah, okay, safety car will be in this lap, race control have confirmed. So, we are about to get some racing action underway. So, 1 second, everybody. Actually, I'm going to start up SimHub so I can get better understanding of how everything is going right now. I will let you guys look back to the race. Anyway, Michael Jin, he is going to be in first off the restart, getting a very good run, and Jackie Gabbana is going to be very slow off the restart, so he's immediately going to be under threat from cooldown phase. Cooldown phase is going to pull out to the inside, and he's going to pull up into P4. That is going to be, I believe, 12 points if he can hold it. Some more fighting further back, as Snoz56 is going to be looking to get the move on Jackie Gabbana as well. So, Snoz56, we are still on board with him no matter what. But, oh, caution. That is Wichaza. Wichaza is out of the race now. That is another safety car immediately off the back of the last safety car. This is getting very interesting now. I do not know what is happening. This is... wow. Well then, folks, another safety car period right after this one. This is not what we wanted at all. So let me just start up my better information screen. I do not believe you can see it, so that is alright. Oh, hold on. Oh, my SimHub is being a little bit autistic right now. I will try and close it right now. One second, folks. Okay, everybody. I am back. We are still under safety car, as you can see here. Not what anyone would have wanted. we are still not too sure about how he crashed out. It is just an absolute mystery at this point. So we are 5 and a bit laps into the race now. So out of 20, or no, sorry, 4 and a bit laps on lap 5. So out of 25, so we're about a fifth of the way there, 20%. Yeah, not too many moves happening on track at the moment, apart from crashes. Who's that going through? It's not 56 going slowly. Right then. So, you know what? While we're waiting under the safety car, let me get the current standings up so we can just have a look. So, in Spain, which was round 1, we had Snoz56, which is this man here that we are on board with. He won, and then we had Pinata 18, or sorry, not 18th actually, my points ago. He was second, and Yeet Bologlu was third. In Hungary, which was round 2, Snoz, who we're on board with, was out of the race. And then we had Are You Faking Blind, who is currently here in second and third in the championship. He was second, and then Yeet Bologlu was first, and also Kayan75, who is not in the race right now. He was third overall. And then last time out in Imola, Career Gibbon 77, who I do not think who I do not think was actually sorry, my words aren't wording, I'm getting a bit autistic. Who is not currently in the race right now. He won out in Imola, or maybe Monza, I'm not too sure. I think it was Imola. Safety car in this lap though. Ace of Hearts 39, who also isn't here, was second, and Cooldown Phase, who is here and is currently down in 8th position in the McLaren, he was third overall. Now, I do not think I have... Oh no, we do. So currently Ferrari is leading the championship, with McLaren in second and Alfa Romeo in third. Anyway, we are about to go racing again. Hopefully we do not get any crashes. Snoz56 is already on the back of Jackie Gabbana, who's going to brake. So that, yeah, Snoz56. That is very, very sneaky tactics from Jackie Gabbana, really not wanting to be overtaken. But Snoz56 is going to get back past Mike TW, who overtook him because of his teammates' actions. Now, Jackie Gabbana is probably going to be under very intense threat from Snoz56, because Snoz56 will not be happy with him after what Jackie did, especially considering how that would have just given him a massive penalty if he had not had such quick reaction times and braked. Now coming down into the long banks corner, the lead is about 7 seconds from Michael Jin to Are You Faking Blind to Epic OJ. Let's have a look up at the fight for the win. Not really much happening right now. About 6/10 is the gap. And then Mike TW is chasing Snoz. Mike TW could get past here. He's in the slipstream, but he just doesn't seem to have the outright pace, possibly running a higher downforce setup, which is really, really going to cost him in such a high-speed track like this. But Rant Kitty, Captain, and Warrior Striker right together as LV L9v1 gets past him. Jimmy Slip gets past him. Oh, and Random Kitty Captain is going to be out of the race. That is contact with, I think, Jimmy Slip. I'm not too sure. That is the third safety car, and we are only on lap 7. What is this race? Is absolutely mad. So we have Michael Jin pitting from the lead. He is going to come in, go to a set of hards. That's going to take him to the end of the race. Are you faking blind? He is going to pit. Let's take a look. What tires is he on? He's on mediums. So I don't think he's going to be able to stretch those to the end. And then Jackie Gabbana here is on the hards. He definitely will be able to stretch those all the way to the end. So still to pit are Epic OJ and Snoz. They are the only ones that are required to have another pit stop, I believe. Let's take a look at the race director, see what tyres everyone's been on. L9 has been on every single compound of tyres so far this race. So, yeah, oh, are you faking blind? He is going to be going onto a set of softs come the end of the race, because he's gone onto another set of mediums, so according to the rules, he will not be allowed to finish the race, otherwise he will be disqualified, because he wouldn't have been on the right tyres. On board with the Snoz, second in the championship, second in the race, although he has very old mediums, just like Epic OJ, up ahead of him. This is just absolutely mad race here. It's only round 4, and absolutely everything is kicking off here. We have had reasonably mad standings, an absolutely mad race. This is amazing for anyone that just likes absolute chaos. But we are going to be right back with you after the break. Alright everybody, welcome back to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Here on lap 9, Race Control has just announced that we will be restarting, the safety car will be in this lap, So currently, if everyone manages to finish, we will have absolutely everyone in the race finishing. Michael Jin is dropping down as Jackie Gabbana, he has hit Tom Is My Name, so he's going to have 5 seconds of penalties. So that is not what he is going to be needing come the end of the race. But as we get started again, Snoz is going to be right on the rear end of Epic OJ. He's going to choose not to send the move. But I don't think you can say the same for Jackie Gabbana, who looks to be sending the move on Are You Faking Blind. They're swapping positions, and oh, there's contact there. As Jackie Gabbana is going to lose the front wing, and Mike TW and Snoz are fighting, and Mike TW is going to go off the track, and that's going to allow Cooldown Phase to get right alongside him, but he's going to drop back through the S's. Coming around the S's, that is the most dangerous corner on the track. Cooldown is going to go off the track. He's going to go a little defensive into this corner. Doesn't look like he has the gap to do it. Michael Jin, he was our pole sitter and previous race leader. He's going to try to go up the inside of his teammate, but it's not going to happen. And now Tom Is My Name, he is only going around turn 4, so I think he is either pitted or had a lot of trouble by his gap. I think he's just pitted. Now Mike TW is right on the back of Snoz and coming down to the end of this DRS straight. Very fast left-right, but he is not going to be able to pull it off. But one man that could be able to pull it off is Glorious Striker around the outside of Cooldown Phase. Oh, there's a crash. There's a massive crash. Cooldown Phase is going to be out of the race. That is going to be our 4th safety car. What is happening here? Now, everyone will earn at least 2 points if they finish this race. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of people pitting now, because I think hards will be able to go to the end, possibly even mediums, considering we will have 15 laps left. Lots and lots of people are going to be pulling into the pits. One person who isn't pitting, though, is Jackie Gabbana, because he is going to stay out, and so is Michael Jin, and they will, because they are both on very nice fresh softs, but everyone else is going to be in, and Tom Is My Name, this is going to be his saving grace, because he was like a pit stop behind at the start of this. Will he be pitting again? No, he will not. He will be coming straight down, or will he be able to get past anyone else as they come out the pit exit? Possibly. Are You Faking Blind? He's ahead right now, but he's going to be behind as they come out. What a mad race this is. 4 safety cars in the space of 11 laps. This is... I don't even know what to say. We had some good racing at the start, but then Cooldown Phase, I think he made contact with someone, and that was an absolutely massive crash. I didn't see the full thing that happened, but I saw someone going up and into the air. Just, I think it was Cooldown Phase, but this is absolutely mad, and I believe, and we're going to have to put you back into the break until the safety car has cooled over. So I will see you when we go racing again. Well then, everybody, welcome back as we are just about restarting now. We did have Jackie Gabbana coming into the pits for a new set of tyres. I believe, yeah, he is on mediums now. But, Epic OJ is going to get 3 seconds of penalties for corner cutting. That's not what he's going to want. L9, I believe he just got a position. Are you faking blind? He looked like he was in a position to lose positions there. Epic OJ following very close behind. Oh, that curb, I told you it was going to ruin someone's race. It didn't exactly ruin his race, but it certainly made him lose quite a bit of time, considering how far up he was. L9 going up the inside. Will there be a crash? No, there will not somehow. Oh, looks like he got a bit loosey-goosey and he's into the wall. LJ is into the wall, and Are You Faking Blind? He is going to be out of this race, and he's going to be the first person to get a penalty for hitting someone else. That is going to be our 5th safety car in this race. What on earth is happening here? This is absolutely mad. Michael Jin, he is just going to be wondering what on earth is happening behind, because he is going to have never seen anything like this before. This is just... honestly, I don't even know what to say at this point. This is just mad. Well then, everybody, no one has hit this lap. I think if we look at what tyres they're on, yeah, they're on almost brand new tyres, so all of them are definitely going to be able to take these tyres to the end. Maybe Epic OJ and Stoz took the wrong tyres, considering how many safety cars we've already had and how many safety cars we might be getting come the end of the race. But 5 safety cars so far, and we are only on lap 14. This has been a lot of incidents, and if you know the World Destructors Championship, we need one for this. This would be absolutely mad come the end of the race, because by what we've seen, I think we will be seeing 1 or 2 more people out. So yeah, it's been quite mad if you're just joining us. Under safety car for the 5th time so far this race. Michael Jid, pole to 1st currently. That is very nice to see. And yeah, Are You Faking Blind, Cooldown Phase, Jimmy Slipped, a Kitty Captain, Reach Azza, Ginger Coke, and Tom Johnson all out. Tom Johnson, the only one that didn't crash out. He was, of course, disqualified after not moving off of the start. This is unbelievable how many crashes we have had. That is going to be definitely... they're definitely going to have to raise the budget cap, considering how much money is going to have to be spent fixing up cars this race. Almost half of the grid out already. Yeah, we have a little over half the grid. Or no, sorry, a little under half the grid. We started with 15. Of course, Tom Johnson out before we even got racing. Because he just did not move off of the start, so maybe an error. Some of these crashes did look a little exaggerated, and like a few people were at fault, but I don't know, maybe some of them were just netcode issues? This is definitely going to take a lot of investigation from looking at onboards and things like that. But, not what we are going to be wanting to see at all. Although, sadly, it's what we have seen. There are a couple of new sponsors on the walls that I can see. That Roshan I've never seen before. Possibly Camping Company? I don't know, I will have a check for you. Actually, Michael Jin is on relatively old tires right now. Will he be able to make it to the end? This could be interesting. I mean, considering how many safety cars we've already had, he's going to be able to pit and make up the time to get back into the pack. But if he does pit, he's probably going to go on to a set of softs, considering we've got 10 laps left, and then he's going to have to make it up through 7 people. Although Epic OJ and L9 do have penalties, so that is a factor into what is going to be the outcome of the race. If we look at, no, that is not what I want to see. I want to see penalties. So Epic OJ with a 3-second penalty for, I believe, corner cutting, and then L9 with a 5-second penalty for hitting Are You Faking Blind? Oh! Snoz has crashed right as we're about to get racing underway again. What has happened there? Snoz into the wall, second in the championship, now out of the race. He could have earned 4 points if he stayed where he was right now. That is, it's like an online lobby here, except organised. Anyway, coming down the main straight, we're going to see all 7 cars restarting the race. We're not going to have another safety car, possibly due to how many safety cars we've had, but also possibly due to how many people or the fact that it happened before we were racing. And Mick TW is going to pit for softs immediately. Car number 3 now in 7th position, as we saw L9 getting ahead of Jackie Gavanna and already building up a gap, although that has dropped down, but they do have 1.8 seconds up ahead. Jackie Gavanna, I believe that was corner cutting, we saw in the background, coming around the very long banked corner. Not much action happening right now, although we do see Epic OJ about 7/10 behind. Tom is my name. On board as we have Jackie Gavanna. He has crashed out. Has he crashed with L9, or has that just been on his own? And will we be getting another safety car? That is the question. As we go on board with Epic OJ, trying to fight with Michael Jin. Down the inside. We haven't done enough laps to get DRS. Buddy's going to get ahead though. Michael Jin has just been beaten, and Glorious Striker has also just overtaken Tom Is My Name. Fastest lap of the race from Epic OJ with a 1:31.6. Tom Is My Name going down the inside. Will there be contact? No, there will not. Although Glorious Striker will ride the curbs to get his position back. On board Tom Is My Name. He will be chasing Glorious Striker through here. Nothing he can do. As I do not... Oh, he is hitting the walls very badly. By the looks of his steering input, I think he might be on controller. Oh, yep, that curb has just screwed what he's done. Oh, L9 just getting 3 more seconds of penalties. I presume that is corner cutting. Michael Jin, he is currently chasing Epic OJ. 3/10 is the gap between them. I believe this is going to be, that was our first ever full lap without a safety car this race. That is very, very nice. And if we keep that up, we will get DRS being activated at the end of this race, which would definitely be helping Michael Jin right now, as he is trying to get past FKJ. Slipstream only though, around the outside, but both on hard, so there isn't that much compound advantage. seeing them come down into the last corner. Will he be trying to go for the switchback? It looks like it. Will he be able to get the run down the main straight? They're going to go almost over the line, which in real life we saw people getting penalties for, which I do not understand. But coming down into the first corner, Michael Jin will not be able to get past Epic OJ, although we will have DRS this race, though. So that is very nice. Tom Is My Name has now pitted. Let's have a look at what tyres he is going to be onto. Ooh, there's a gap in the pit lane. That's very interesting. And it looks like the pit lane could be a lot longer. Alright, so new front wing for Tom Is My Name, and a new set of medium tyres. Mick TW sending the fastest lap a 1:29.7 on those new softs, but now Michael Jin still 3/10 behind, chasing OJ, and none of his attacks have been effective so far. 6 people currently in the race out of the 15 that started. Are we going to see any more crashes and safety cars? I don't even think we can get more safety cars. I think the game is hardwired at 5 safety cars. I mean, I could be wrong, as I thought it was 3 safety cars before, but yeah, not too sure what the rules are for that. Now, onboard for Michael Jin, that gap's extended up to 6 tenths per second, but at least this time he will have DRS. Coming down into the last corner, he will not be able to make it possible, but he's going to be very close to Epic OJ, coming down the main straight with DRS this time. So that is going to be a very big aid. You can see the rear wing popping open, that Orland sign sticking up into the air and giving him so much less drag and so much more speed, but still not enough speed to get past Epic OJ, as they stay about 3/10 of a second like before. Right on the back of him though. Will he go for it? No, he won't. 1/10 separates them at the moment. Coming around the S's, this corner. Oh, will he get stuck on the curb? No, he won't. But Epic OJ, getting very loosey-goosey out of those last few corners. He's going to be underfoot from Michael Jin. Coming down, they're side by side into the long banked corner, which I believe is turn 13. Epic OJ is going to hold the inside and hold the lead. Coming around very long right-hander. This is, I believe, turn 16. Bit of a braking zone, is then out. Don't want to get stuck on the sausage curb like Michael Jin has done right here. Now, 7/10 is the gap. He does not... Oh no, he does have DRS being activated now. But what is going to happen? He will not be able to get the move up into here, as the next DRS zone is just about to start up here. 4/10 is the gap starting the straight. What will it be at the end of the straight? DRS wide open for Michael Jin. On board with Epic OJ. He will not be able to get past. Michael Jin is going to stay behind, and Epic OJ is going to hold the lead, but he does have 3 seconds of penalties, so he will have to try and pull out a lead at some point. But I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to, considering Epic OJ's DRS. I think the strategy he's going to have to take is letting Michael Jin past, and then getting DRS into the first of the 3 DRS zones, just about holding back, and then when the time looks right, he needs to pounce, and then hopefully build up a gap of about a second through the DRS zone, or possibly overtake him right into the braking point of the DRS zone. So still no overtakes happening, as Tom Is My Name only just going through turn 1. That's showing how spread out the field is, and we have gotten 5 safety cars and then absolutely nothing at all to the rest. So the people that have crashed out are going to be a little bit disappointed that no one else is crashing out, maybe? A little bit angry that they got crashed out. No overtakes happening yet. Michael Jin, let's go on board with him. Coming down into the final corner. If he is able to stay behind through here, yeah, he will get DRS. Coming up to the main straight. 3/10 is the gap right now. Looking back, we do have DRS. He is going to get past very, very easily. up into the first corner. Epic OJ will have a 3-second. So Michael Jin has into the lead from Epic OJ. Less than a tenth separates them, although Epic OJ will have 6 seconds of penalties, so at this point he will drop behind Glorious Striker. So Striker will be able to get into second place. Epic OJ, 2 tenths behind, 3 tenths behind, coming around. 3 tenths or so. Oh, up to half a second now. Oh, he's got a very good run out of, I believe, turn 17 or turn 18. Not quite sure. He does have DRS, but he just isn't seeming to use it. That is very confusing. Maybe he wants to get DRS for this very long section as well. Or maybe he's just holding it off so that he can get DRS into the last corner, overtake Michael Jin, and then just try to pull ahead of him through the very long section without DRS, because the S's are either a place where you'll gain a lot of time or lose a lot of time. Epic OJ hoping he can gain a lot of time, but he will not be gaining any time in Michael Jin because he hasn't been able to get past. Striker, he's going to drop back to about 5 seconds back from Epic OJ. Yeah, 4 and a bit, so that'll be about 5 seconds off Michael Jin. So if Epic OJ can get ahead of Michael Jin, or so they can slingshot each other with the help of DRS, they could be able to prevent Glorious Striker from being second. But I think unless Glorious Striker crashes, or maybe Epic OJ and Michael Jin, all 3 of them are going to be on the podium for this race. We've got 3.5 laps left, just about. 3 tenths is the gap between Epic OJ and Michael Jin, coming through turn 16, and then out of turn 17 and 18, will Epic OJ get another good run off of turn 17? Doesn't look like he has. He's dropping even further back, even with the help of DRS. Although he claws back about a tenth coming down the straight, following through here. Thing is, those 2 DRS zones have very fast corners starting them, so it's very hard to stay close behind someone. But it does help that they're quite long. Still not able to get past into the last corner. We're going to go on board so that we can, if he is able to make the move, which he looks like he has the gap to, we will be able to see it. Will he choose the inside? Will he choose the outside? He's going to go up the inside, and he is going to be able to make it work on Michael Jin. Michael Jin's going to drop back into second, although with penalties applied, that will be first. And considering we've got just under 3 laps left, that is going to be very interesting. As Michael Jin, he's going to up the inside. I think he might have banged the wall, gotten a bit of damage. This is getting very interesting this is getting to be a very interesting fight. Epic OJ, he's going to be trying to build a gap, but going wide there will not be helping him build a gap, as Michael Jin's going to dart down to the inside, and he's going to dart up into the lead of this race. Epic OJ would still be third overall because of his 6-second penalty, which would be promoting Glorious Striker up into third. Through and out of turn 17 and 18 now, and up the first of the 3 DRS zones. DRS wide open, he's very, very close. Oh, Michael Jin's going to push him wide, and he's not going to feel like taking the move. Oh, he's going to go quite wide through there. Starting this DRS zone here, he's going to be quite far back, so I think his only option is to close up in this DRS zone, and then try get the overtake into turn 1. 4 tenths is the gap, half a second now. I do not think he is close enough. Although he looks close enough. On board, he's going to pop to the outside and pop into the lead very, very nicely. Easy overtake, but Michael Jin's going to come back. That looks like some rear locking from Michael Jin as they come side by side out of turn 3 and up to turn 4. Who's going to be brave on the throttle? It's going to be Michael Jin, because Epic OJ is going to drop back a bit. although he was slightly behind heading into the braking zone. But all this fighting is bringing Glorious Striker back into availability for P2 if he's able to stay within 6 seconds of Epic OJ, which currently he is 4 seconds within Epic OJ. So that is a very possibility. And now Michael Jin has broken out of DRS range of Epic OJ. This is very big, because OJ will not be able to pull back through the DRS zones. He will come around turn 17 and 18. Nothing happening there, but Mike TW is going to get 3 seconds of penalties for corner cutting, presumably out of turn 10. But yeah, I think it was out of turn 10, because that's about where he was on the map. OJ, that looked like a bit of corner cutting yourself, eh? Yeah, almost 2 seconds is the gap now, so I do not think he's going to be getting back into the lead with 1 second remaining. He has, unless he can build up 8 seconds on Michael Jin, Epic OJ will not be able to take the lead. Michael Jin is starting the final lap now. He's gone from pole to the last to about, I think, 4th or 3rd, then dropped back again from pitting, and now is all the way back up into the lead, mostly thanks to safety cars, but also thanks to the incredible pace he's showing through this middle sector. Or, no, sorry, the first sector. The middle sector is starting between turn... Is it 11? I don't know, wherever Mick Schumacher crashed in 2022. Sorry if that's bringing back memories for anyone. I know I was a little bit distraught, but nothing to worry about now. Epic ooh, that's wing damage for OJ. I'm not too sure where that would have occurred, but that is very interesting. Glorious Striker. Let's see where he is. He is currently in 3rd, but that will be 2nd, because he will finish 2 seconds ahead of OJ, thanks to OJ's 6 seconds worth of penalties. The rest of the grid will stay the same unless L9 drops back a little bit, which would allow Mike TW to come up into 4th place. Tom is my name. He is currently in last, almost a full lap, almost half a lap behind. It's going to be Michael Jin coming up to the line, and he's going to win the WLR Tier 3 race here in Saudi Arabia. Is going to be sideways over the line, but he will still win the race. What a job from Michael Jin. And the other AlphaTauri is going to get very sideways as well. L9 will get a 5-second penalty for not serving his penalty, although he will still stay P4. Tom is my name, coming out of the final corner now. He hasn't performed too well, but had some very good moments, being the sole Aston Martin for most of this race. Up to the line, he's going to be P6. Not bad. But that will be Michael Jin for the win. That rhymes. Here in Saudi Arabia. Glorious Striker is going to be nominated as Driver of the Day. I think it's OJ that will be my Driver of the Day. Even with those penalties, he still managed P2. And with all that carnage happening further back, that he was lucky to avoid at times. What a race from him. So, yeah, Epic OJ will be my personal commentator's Driver of the Day. What a race we have had here in Saudi Arabia. Watching the podium celebrations now. So that's AlphaTauri, the constructors' winners from this race. I do not know where that will be putting people in terms of the championship, but yeah, 49 minutes and 40 seconds, 0.7 seconds exactly, very nice, for Michael Jin. Lots of people having penalties, but even more people not finishing. Oh my god, I didn't realise how much we had. So the first one out was Tom Johnson in the Red Bull. He didn't even start. Then we had Ginger Coat crashing at turn 1. Wee Chazza, Random Kiddie Captain, Jimmy slipped, cool down phase, Are You Faking Blind, Snoz56, and finally Jackie Gabbana crashing out. What a race we have had here today. Thank you for tuning in to the WLR Tier 3 race here at Saudi Arabia, at the Saudi Arabian GP, the Jeddah Street Circuit. We will be back next week, I believe, for even more epic action. We're only a third of the way through the season, so even more epic action. But anyway, thank you for watching.